Well, chit chat, Kit Kats. I am just really surprised at how many young people are having to go in for thyroidectomies. I mean, 17 years old, 20 years old, and they're going to have to be on hormone therapy for the rest of their lives. What in the world? And so many young people with cancers, and it's really shocking what I'm finding out there. What's going on? Why are so many cancers and things developing in these young people? I mean, at my age, you expect, okay, 73, the body breaks down, okay, but 17 years old, 20 years old, okay, so many having devastating cancers, colon cancers, and again, having thyroid problems, thyroidectomies, and stomach cancers, and what is going on? Now, something is wrong. I think it might have to do with, number one, so many people wanting to be vegetarian, and so many things. I think it has to do with all the chemicals and things that they possibly also GMOs, okay, genetically modified things that they can't be good for the body. And then just maybe where you live, that there's so many toxins that are close by there, that this shouldn't be happening with so many cancers going on. And again, with younger people, 17, 18 years old, and really having these devastating cancers coming up. I've seen so many that are having the colon and having to wear ostomy bags the rest of their lives. It's just, wow. We really need to clean up the environment, because this, having cancers in your body is not a normal thing. It has to do with some toxins or something else going on in the environment that one's taking in, okay? And so this should be a big, huge warning for America when it comes to what we're eating and taking care of chemicals and these toxic things in our water, on our food. Again, genetically modified things, they cannot be good for the body. Absolutely cannot be good for the body. And so we need to really look at this and start cleaning up the environment and cleaning up from using these toxic chemicals. If you're, and I have a good friend, one of my daughter's good friends, her husband had colon cancer, and he's a vegan, okay, still a vegan. And so this is, again, the people coming out with this say, I've really taken care of myself. I'm a vegetarian, I'm a vegan, and then they wind up with these cancers and don't know why they're winding up with cancers. And you've just got to look at the fact that it has to be something that's going on that's toxic in our environment, and toxic that they're taking in, okay, through the body. that is causing all these devastating cancers. So I think it's really something that needs to be looked at. We get a lot of fish that are toxic now. And again, all the chemicals they spray in when they're growing vegetables and stuff, or when, also whether it's meat as well, and they're putting in these hormones or other things. Again, we just have to look at the process and how they've tried to alter things to make it better. But it's not making it better, it's making us less healthy as a people. Rather than having cows and stuff in natural environment with grass and things they should have, you see them in these big feedlots, which are horrible, So we need to get back to the basics rather than when they try to make everything a big business. And just really are skewing things and making them from natural to unnatural, okay? Because they want to have a bigger profit margin. And it's really causing devastation with people. So I just wanted to put that out there today, because the more I'm looking at videos, the more I'm seeing so many of these young people going through, again, total thyroidectomies, or having colon cancer, or having stomach cancer, and they're people that should be healthy. Not even to the time of the prime of their life. They're just so young for these things to be taking place in their bodies. This is crazy. At my age, of course, I expected at my age, that something's going to come up. Let's face it, I've lived quite a few years on this planet. Although, in another way, when you look at it, the other day I looked at it and go, I've had 72 summers. When you look at it that way, how many summers you've had, it doesn't look like a very long time, does it? When you look at years, it sounds like a lot of years, but you look at how many summers you've spent, it's really not that much. And you have kids that have been here, 17 summers, and they're already having major cancers in their body? That's insane. 17 summers, and they're already developing cancers and having to have thyroidectomies and colostomy bags, and it's just, it's devastating. So we really need to look at environment and see things coming back. And what was it, the prophecy from the Native American prophecies were, that really this industrialization is going to kill people, and the ones that are going to survive are the ones that go back to nature and go back to the primary way of living, okay? Growing your own food and harvesting it, and respecting the land and respecting your elders, etc. Going back to the focus of the primary things, okay? So anyway, I just was looking at that, and it hit me this morning. It's just, and I was reading on this, watching this one girl. It was her day after her thyroidectomy. And she was talking, and I just read the comments. And it was one after another of young people going in for thyroidectomies. I was like, oh my God. It's really an epidemic of craziness out there. So I wanted to put that out there this morning. I'm absolutely amazed, but not in a good way, as to what's taking place out there and how we have such a broken healthcare system overall, that people are coming up with these devastating things at this young age, and you can't get good health care. They're going to be on medications the rest of their lives that they're going to have to pay, usually out of pocket for, just to sustain their lives. And it's so broken here. All of this stuff really needs to be looked at seriously, and we need to make some major changes here when it comes to health care, and just taking care of the planet and doing things right, rather with an aim to the biggest profit margin. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. And speaking of which, I got to take my medicine this morning, and this will be about the last of it I'm taking for a while, because most of your medications you have to stop at least 24 hours before surgery. So I'm not going to be taking them too many more days before. Anyway, on that note, I'll see you online. I'm sounding a bit gravelly this morning, and yeah, I don't know what is with that. I've been having a little bit of, seeing a little extra stuff going on. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, it's going to be taken care of in a few days. Countdown is on. And I'll see you online.